Welcome to the Bone Health series, and today we'll talk about how to make your bones healthy. There are three most important things that determine how healthy your bones are gonna be. These are number one, genetics, number second, the role of diet, number third is the impact of exercise on bone health. The genetic factor is the one factor on which we have no control over. Our genes decide how much bone mass and density we can get if we give our bones maximum effort through diet and exercise. Your gender is something that also comes under no control factor. If you are a female, your bones are gonna be weaker than men with the same set of genes. Diet plays the number one role in bone health. It is one of the modifiable factors. And by making smart choices in our daily diet, we can make our bones stronger. Fact number one, being underweight is a risk factor for low bone density. If you are extremely thin or have a BMI 19 or less, you are most likely to get weaker bones. The question is, what should we do with our diet to make it bone friendly? Let me tell you. First of all, eating a healthy, balanced diet is a key to a healthy body. A balanced diet is the one that contains all the essential nutrients from each of the nutrient classes in a specific or recommended amounts. There are some nutrients that are needed in larger quantities or are focused more in a bone-friendly diet than others because they play an essential role in making our bones stronger. For example, calcium that works magic for our bones, and we need a high calcium diet if we want to make our bones stronger. And there are some nutrients that are considered as the best friends of calcium because they are needed with the calcium to help it absorb better. For example, vitamin D, vitamin K and zinc. As you know, 99% of body's calcium is stored in bones and teeth, and calcium is required for many essential bodily functions like regulating muscle contractions, including that of heart, blood clotting, nerve signaling. And if you don't get enough calcium through diet, your body will suck it up from your bones to continue cellular functions. This will make your bones weaker and weaker. Now, what do we do? Remember one rule. Eat those foods that increase the absorption of calcium and limit those that deplete calcium. How much calcium do we need? For adults, an average 1000 mg per day of calcium is required. For women older than 50 years and men older than 70 years, 1200 mg calcium is required. For growing years, 9 to 18, 1300 mg calcium is required per day. For babies less than 3 years, 200 mg, and more than 3 years up to 9 or 7 years, 700 mg calcium per day is required. More calcium is required if you are an adult and pregnant. Where can we get calcium, or what are the good sources of calcium? The best source of calcium is milk or milk products known as dairy. That includes milk, cheese, yogurt. Seafood such as fish contains a lot of calcium, especially those with edible bones. For example, sardines, salmon, mackerel. Some plants are also a good source of calcium. For example, green leafy vegetables like broccoli, spinach, cabbage and okra. Legumes and lentils, nuts, especially almonds. Some seeds are also loaded with calcium, for example, poppy, sesame, celery, and chia seeds. Fact number 2. Your body absorbs calcium more easily in dairy than in plant sources. Calcium supplements, whether you should take it or not, It's always better to take most of your calcium through diet, and if something remains, you should consider using calcium supplements. No doubt, calcium supplement has its own drawbacks, like it affects heart health and cause kidney stones, but only if taken in larger quantities over a longer period of time. And not taking enough calcium can cause osteoporosis and other bone weakening diseases. Calcium supplement is available without prescription. It comes in two main forms, calcium carbonate and calcium citrate. Choose your dose wisely. For example, if you take 500 mg of calcium from your diet, you should take 500 mg calcium from supplement, not more. If you are osteoporotic or prone to osteoporosis, your doctor may recommend larger doses or in some other diseases, but the upper limit for calcium is 2000 to 2500 mg, which is the limit that should never be exceeded. In any case, if you want maximum benefits from calcium intake, you should use it with its best friends like vitamin D, vitamin K and zinc, and especially vitamin D. Without vitamin D, the absorption of calcium is not possible. And if you are taking calcium and not vitamin D, the calcium is going to waste. Vitamin D is present in our diet but in a very little quantities. For example, some of the fortified foods, eggs, cereals, etc. But most of the vitamin D comes through sunlight. When sunlight is absorbed in our skin makes vitamin D. If you can't get enough sunlight, you should consider using vitamin D supplements that comes in many forms. Lack of vitamin D in children causes a condition called rickets. Rickets in turn causes bone weakness, stoop posture, bowed legs and skeletal deformities. Fact number 3. Sunscreens limit the absorption of vitamin D in our skin. How much vitamin D do we need? If we are below 50 years of age, we need 400 to 800 international units of vitamin D. If we are above 50, we need 800 to 1000 international units of vitamin D. Fact number 5. Many calcium supplements also contain vitamin D, so don't forget to check the labels. What limits calcium absorption? Coffee and tea. The caffeine in it is not so calcium friendly. Soda drinks. Smoking. Some diseases like celiac disease and irritable bowel syndrome. Diet high in phytic acid, which is found in bran coating of whole grains. High protein or high sodium diet because it causes your body to excrete more calcium. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.